Hey folks, Jake and I are here to shoot the last haul video of the year. I went to Half Price Booking Music yesterday and picked up a stack of CDs and a couple DVDs. Thought I'd show them. What I love about Half Price Books is not only do they have very affordable CDs up in the bins, but if you look down below on the shelves below the bin, then they have like dollar CDs, and sometimes you can find some really cool stuff down in the side. And I picked up a bunch of these are $1 CDs, and then I got a couple that were new in the shrink that were marked way down. So let's go ahead and dive into this pile. First up, John Michael Talbot. 2 albums on one CD. It's the Lord's Prayer and Be Exalted. The Lord's Prayer is kind of toward the beginning of his discography, around 79, and Be Exalted is like 86. So it kind of surprised me when I looked it up, because I would have thought that if you're going to put 2 albums on the same disc, they might be a little closer in the discography than what these 2 are. But that's okay. I paid $1, and this is some good John Michael Talbot. You may be wondering who is John Michael Talbot. He and his brother Terry were kind of the core of the band Mason Prophet, who did Americana, kind of country jam band stuff back in the 70s, and that was before John Michael Talbot became a monk. Then he started doing this style of music, and it's good worship music. All right, next up, J.J. Hiller. I've been hearing good things about her. I found one of her discs for $1. It's folk. I like the instrumentation on it. The lyrics seem to be fine. I'm going to have to give it some more spins before I really decide how much I'm into it. And this is what the inside looks like. This is a 2008 release. So I don't know if this would. Yeah, it would fall somewhere in between folk and maybe worship music. Next up, Natalie Grant, Hurricane. This might be a disappointment. I played a little bit of it. It's really, the instrumentation's kind of in that adult contemporary range that doesn't really appeal to me, but I'll go there if the vocalist is really good. And she is really good. So I'll have to take this for a couple spins before I decide how much I'm going to like that one. Now, here's where business starts to pick up a little bit. Guy Penrod, vocalist from the Gaither vocal band, doing a hymns album. It's a very country hymns project. See how it folds out. Then it folds that way. Got a little booklet in the center. But I did spin this a little bit, and I think I'm really going to like this album. Probably more country than most of the stuff they play on CMT. Alright. Travis Tritt, The Restless Kind. This is a 1996 release. I had to pick this up. Like some Travis Tritt. So, thought I'd give it a whirl. I have the next band's first and third album, so I was glad to pick up the second, Extreme, Porno Graffiti. That is a 1990 release. All those were $1. The next two were still in the shrink, and they were more like about $4 or $5. The first one I had to get. One, I recognized one of the songs on it that I like a lot, and I didn't know that they did it. And then I watch Naz Nomad a lot, and he's always talking about this band. And you probably guessed who it is just when I said Naz Nomad. That's T.Rex, Electric Warrior. And the song that I recognized was Bang a Gong. This is a pretty trippy little album. Not sure how I feel about it yet. But yeah, I saw that cover. That's a cool cover. And I've been hearing him talk about T.Rex for so long, I just had to go ahead and check him out. All right. And then Iced Earth, the Crucible of Man, Part 2. I kind of looked at the Wikipedia page to kind of figure out a little bit of the story they're trying to tell. I don't know what they're talking about. I just know that the music's pretty cool. Well, I haven't really spun this one, but every other Iced Earth CD that I've gotten, I've enjoyed. In fact, if I do a best of 2017, they're going to have a disc place awful high on my list. So Iced Earth. All right, now on to the DVDs. I just was watching Black Star Vinyl rave about the lead singer for this band. Said it was one of his favorites. Maybe it was his favorite. Dokken, Unchained the Night. Paid a couple bucks for this, and I looked online, and most of the copies are going between 10 and 15, so I got a good deal on this. Then the next two, one was used, one was new. It's the same band, but I love this band, and that's Styx. This one is Styx and the Contemporary Youth Orchestra of Cleveland. I've seen this. I like this concert. And yeah, they always flip their disc. That's a good thing because you can quickly see what kind of condition they're in. This next one is not even, I haven't even popped it open. It Styx. It's The Grand Illusion and Pieces of 8 Live. It's like a three disc set. Yeah, I paid about $7 or $8 for it. I was very pleased. And one more that isn't music at all, but it was cool. I found a Blu-ray copy of the greatest pay-per-view matches, WCW. I'm not the biggest Hulk fan, but I do love some Sting. And last night I was watching Sting and Dusty Rhodes take on the Road Warriors. Man, great stuff. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat versus the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. It's on here too. So I found that really cheap. And that was my haul for yesterday. And Jake clearly was not impressed, but it was a nice little haul. Probably be the last one for the year. So, but this won't be the last video. Probably won't be the last video. I want to try to shoot some contest videos today. So, anyway, I hope your 2017 is coming to a pleasant close and ready for a big year in 2018. So, have a good one, and we'll catch you later.